Boom, got him. Got him, got him. There's that real subtle bite again. The drag set on this thing. It's the first time I've caught a fish on it. First time I've ever used it. Some new reels and rods I got on the boat. I'll give you some info on them here in a minute. Let's get this fish in. Oh, nice crappie. Nice crappie. Yes, sir. Right there is what we're looking for. Nice one right there, guys. Nice fish. Heck yeah. We'll drop him into the old live well. Get that bait back out there. I think there's a few more in here, don't know. Not marking a lot yet on the sonar. But I didn't really mark that fish either. I just kind of found him. That may get kind of deep there. We're fishing them up off the bottom. Yeah, I hadn't been marking a whole lot lately. We got into some that came off the bottom last night, but it looks like most of these fish are hugging the bottom pretty tight. And right at dark last night, I started seeing some marshes. I don't know if that's because the sun was going down and we're getting lower light, or if I just got into some fish that were up and active. So that's something we'll figure out today. Beautiful day. We'll talk a little bit about that and how that may help us or hurt us. For now, let's see if we can stick another one. Let me slow the troll down a little bit here. Ain't got much wind. I may be able to creep it right up through here. Boom, got him. Boy, that was a subtle bite. That was a very subtle bite. And this is the rod with mono. I'll talk about that in a minute. I'll bring you up to date on all this stuff I'm doing. Crazy stuff, new gear. Fishing for crappie. Y'all used to see me catch catfish. They're gonna be like, what happened to Dieter? Boy loses 30 pounds, and next thing you know, he's fishing for crappie. Look at there. Damn, that one's getting hit too. Let's drop him in there. Tap him back in. I am live baiting. One thing you'll see me doing, guys, when I fish, I'm gonna fish the way you catch fish without having to kill yourself. Not a jig caster, not yet. Who knows? I may turn into one. Yeah, we're just fishing down underneath the boat. Time to put some old crappie in the boat. And trying out some new rod and reel combos. How they perform. On the bottom, what's that line hanging? Put that down. How wrapped around the tip. Duh. All right, we got one on each rod. That's a good thing. I thought this one got hit a second ago. I better check the bait on it just to make sure. Old Robert got one. He got one of them baits. Yeah, I know. Listen, if you happen to tune into this channel as a purist crappie fisherman, I may be appalling to you. If you just want to figure out how to catch some, you might be in the right place. I'm just using live bait. I like using live bait. Like I said, I'm not a jig flipper and line watcher and all that. I do like fishing with jigs and stuff in long lining, but I'm not one that likes to work to catch them. So I'm not that good. Maybe I'd get good if I tried, but never have. Maybe I'll go watch some Richard Jean, the fishing machine videos, and figure out how to do it. But right now, I'm just gonna keep on doing what I do, doing what works. We got two. Let's catch another one. Got a little pop. Like I said, dude, I ain't marking anything on the sonar. Occasionally, I see a fish hugged right on the bottom, but I just ain't marking a wad of them. Nothing that's super fishable anyway. Boom, got him. Got him. Boy, that's a subtle bite. And I'm feeling that bite on monofilament too. These rods, the graphite mixed rod, telecasting some of that bite up here. That is helping. That is helping. Very subtle wintertime bite on these babies. There we go. Heck yeah, man. We'll take them. We'll take them. That's 2 on this rod. This is the higher end rod. These are from Penn. The Fierce 4. F-I-E-R-C-E 4. Got 2 different versions. This is a 7-footer they sent me. That's it there. Fierce 4 LE, 7 foot. And see what it is. I got, oh, I know what it is. The line, I've got clear mono. I've got high vis yellow on the back. I spooled this one up with high vis line because I said, you know what? It's a 7-foot rod. I'm going to be using that long line trolling at some point. And I put a top shot of clear mono on here. And since I was going to be doing this kind of fishing, and it's catching on the knot is what it is. The knot's catching the line coming off of there. I should have buried more of it on there, but first world problems. But yeah, the Fierce 4 LE, this is the fancy rod, the 7-footer. Nice grips. If you're going to have a rod in your hand all day, this is the one you want. Then I got the one behind it. It's just the 4, and it's a 6'6" rod. Both of them on fast action, medium light rods, and perfectly, oh, got him. Perfectly suited for my style of fishing. When they reached out about trying out some of their products, you know, said, send me this first to begin with, and then we'll investigate doing some catfish stuff down the road. But I said, this is the time right now. I said, I can put these to work immediately. Another one. Another one. Getting them. Getting them. Getting them. Decent bite. Decent bite. Decent bite. Not on fire, but decent. Everything's coming on this one. This is the mono. I've had a couple on that one, I think. But I've also got the 7-foot rod facing out. It's out away from the boat. This 6-footer, boom, got him, is in line with the back of the motor. 6'6", I'm sorry. And this is just the Fierce 4. Again, medium light, fast action rod. Good flexible tip, which is perfect for snatching these babies out. Another one. There we go. They're baited up there. Got some red octopus hooks. This is where the crappie fishermen are really going to cringe. They're like, why are you not using them stupid hooks? Got to be using Aberdeen's number 6s. Well, one, it's what I used to catch perch with. I got a bunch of them, and they work. So, kind of want to use that baby in there. This is fun. We're catching a few fish. Like I said, these rods, it's I'll read you what it says off of it. Medium light, fast action, 6 to 12 pound mono, 6 to 15 pound braid. So there's 4, and good little rod, good little reel that comes with them. The one on the 7-foot rod is a 2500 series. This one here is a 2000, which is what I like. Anything in that class there is perfect I do not know if these things have interchangeable spools. I kind of doubt it, but if I find that out, I will let you know. But yeah, putting them through the paces out here, catching some fish. They work. They work. Is that one getting ready to go? Easy, easy, easy. Yeah, if I had to hold a rod in my hand all day, that one there, not to mention, you got the blank coming through the back. You can really feel any type of bite or anything going on with the rod. You can really feel the bottom. If you got a soft bottom, a hard bottom, whatever you're on, it really resonates through that rod. Again, that one's with mono and I'm feeling the bite pretty good. This one's got braid on it. I rigged this one up with braided line just because that really, really sends that any vibration, any hit, any little bitty bump up through that rod, up through the line into the rod. So I figured this one would be one I'd be more likely to have in my hand all the time just because it's shorter, but feels pretty good. It's pretty balanced up. See if we can find another one. They're here somewhere. Oop, there's some right there on the sonar. It's the first time I've actually marked fish on sonar. I'm gonna slow the boat down. Those could be perch. I have to watch it. So far we've dodged the perch. We'll see. Oh yeah, some arches right on the edge of this the old river bank where it goes up here. We'll see if they're feeding. I don't know if they're sitting up there suspended or... We've got a few birds around us, not a lot. There were no birds up here yesterday. All the birds were at the other end of the lake, and some have relocated. So I like that. Seeing a few birds keeps me happy. Got him. I just dropped that bait down. I was checking the depth on it just to see where it was sitting at, and I just dropped it, just checked the other rod, and poof, I got him. I got enough of these. I'm gonna put this one back. These things sometimes have a hard time going down, so I torpedo them nose first into the water. A lot of times you get these fish, you pull them up out of deeper water. They don't want to go down, and they'll stay there on the top and end up dying. So I know it's osprey food, but I'd rather have them go back and grow. So they're a short-lived fish, so let's get our money's worth out of them. Yeah, another one, deeper water. Like I said, we mark a few fish out here, a few suspended, a few right on the bottom. They are not stacked up where I am at. I'll put it to you that way. They are kind of scattered through here, and it's just kind of slow rolling, moving kind of slowly through here, just kind of picking at them. There's a lot of people that would ride over this and never fish it because they're, oh, missed that one, not marking a lot of fish. There's not a lot of fish showing up on sonar. And I think they're just held to the bottom pretty tight. And pretty inactive. I mean, it's winter time, it's cold. These fish, while they will eat, are not super active and like voracious feeding. It happens, you will get some streaks where fish are super active, but it's not on fire. There's a few, looks like, right there on the bottom. Back this down. Barely keeping moving. Sometimes, like yesterday, we had to kind of troll fast because of the wind. I'm gonna be honest with you, I almost think that might have been better. Well, that one got both of them. That was a good thief right there. He got them both. Any of y'all got any winter crappie tips, be sure to put them in the comments. I'd love to hear it. If you take the time to watch my videos, Mr. Novice Crappie Fisherman. And by the way, I will call them crappie half the time. I'll call them crappie sometimes. I may call them speckled perch. I don't tell them what I call them. But anyway, I'm a relative novice. So if you want to see how to figure it out, Crappie fishing for dummies. I'm the dummy. I'll do that for you. I'll wear that one. Man, there's a bunch of fish right there. I say a bunch. There's a bunch of stuff sitting right on the bottom. Let's see if one of them eats. Tempted to. Oh, missed him. Let's see if that one eats it. Tempted to knock it, just to kill the motor for a second. Ooh, I can feel that bite good. Hit it again. Eat it. Oh, missed him. Knock this boat into neutral. They're hitting when it falls back down. That could be perch. I think that's a very small fish is what I got. I think that's what that is. Either a small perch or a very small crappie. That's a perch. We don't discriminate. We will take him. He will go in the bait tank. Yeah, we don't. Boom, stuck in. That was on the other rod. Now I've only got one rod in the water. Not sure if we got perch or crappie here. We're gonna bring it in. This is the fish for, ooh, nice one. Crappie's kind of side hooked. Nice one, nice one. This is the 6 foot, or yeah, 6'6" version, which I like. I like a rod in that length. I'll even take a catfish rod that long if they made one, but they really don't. Dang. There we go. Let's get that one back down. I'm just kind of floating right now. I'm no longer trolling. I'm just kind of drifting. That's a bait there. I'm just a drifting. I need to put my counter back here. I'm trying to keep count. We got a 20 fish limit here. 8 inches. I need some 9-inch fish. Some of these are going to get turned into whole baits up in Virginia. They got a 9-inch limit on crappie up there. So we need some 9-inchers here. We definitely got some in what we got, that's for sure. Let's see if he going. There we go. Come on, big boy. Like I said, I seen a couple fish there we caught, had them two, had that perch and that crappie. And then poof, they gone. I'll make a slow troll around here. I'll start the motor back up. That's the thing with these wintertime fish. Sometimes they're on the edge of these river channels. Sometimes they're at the top of them. And sometimes they're in the deep part. You kind of have to poke around and see where they're at. Sometimes they're laid on, stacked on top of trees if you got some treetops and stuff. We got some over there on that bank. I know that's a crappie fishing destination for a lot of people. Who knows? We may end up over there 40 days over with. But yeah, you kind of have to poke around and see what's working. If I was good, I'd probably already know the answer to what's working, but I have to figure it out. I'm like you guys, I got to figure a lot of stuff out as I go. And that's what makes it fun, to be perfectly honest. There's a lot from the catfish world I've got a lot of confidence in. And what I'm doing, I've got a lot of confidence in. I know what I need to be doing when things aren't working. Little bait. Not so much in the crappie fishing world. I got some pretty good plans and intentions a lot of the time, but a lot of the times, if I ain't on them, I'm struggling, so. Oh, is he? Boom, got that one as soon as I dropped it. Thought that one was getting bumped. Boom, another one. These are not huge, but they're gonna make excellent bait, and they're gonna make the cut for some Virginia bait. Go down. Shoot, got him. That undersize one I threw back a minute ago was on top of the water. Rejuvenated him. Yep, there he's back on the top again. Dadgum. This one will not get released. He'll make the cut. Boom, another one. Get a minnow on the hook. Yes, sir, yes, sir. That one went down good and he came back up. I hate when that happens. The good news is most of them go down. And then sometimes they lay around up there on top of the water for 10 or 15 minutes and then poof, they're gone. And then some of them get eaten by osprey and gulls. So. Circle of life, nothing goes to waste in the wild. Something gets eat by something. Don't matter what it is. And boom, he's gone. He just went down. Crazy. Subtle bite, subtle, subtle, subtle. Subtle little peck bite. Not on fire by any means. Boom. We'll take them. We will take them. That one I'm gonna call an under. See if we can torpedo him into the water. Get your mouth shut. Boom. That one was a little bit close. Probably barely legal, but I figure at the rate I'm catching them, there's no point in keeping a bunch of fish that are barely over the limit. So when they're that close, we're letting them go. I think we got about 8, maybe 9 in my counter. Got 9. We got 9 keepers, got about 3 we've chunked. So, shoot, got another one. That's the bait I just dropped. It's funny how one rod will get hot. Sorry about the silhouette there, guys. Boop, there's a legal one. Boom, boom. Bada boom. Heck yeah. I may chunk him. He's close. He gone. 9 and a 8.5. I'm getting picky. I'm getting picky. Figure I need to keep the ones at least 9 inches. So, sorry about the silhouette, guys. We're getting ready to make a little turn here. Got to find me some of the bigger ones. They're here somewhere. Boom. Let's see if that's him. Don't know if it is. Feels heavier. Feels heavier. Again, this is on the high vis mono with the, oh yeah, that's heavier. Then I've got clear mono there in about the last 10 feet. So we got a clear line. That one goes in the tank right there and goes on the clicker. Try to give y'all a better shot of it off of that camera. Heck yeah. Give me a thumbnail here. Give me a thumbnail. There we go. Needed a thumbnail for the video. Maybe that'll make it. On there. Doink. All right. All right. Not only do you get to see me catch fish, try out new gear, you also get a little behind the scenes on how to make a YouTube video. So, gotta have a thumbnail. Winter bite can be all over the place. I better check bait. It's hard to tell where these fish are from one day to the next. The thing that usually happens that I've seen, at least on the lake I fish, is that they can get into a little bit of a pattern that will last several days. And you can get on them and you can catch them. As long as the weather don't change. Something changes with the weather. We get some rain, we get a cold snap. It can change it. So I'm gonna stop the boat right here. I've actually got some stuff on the sonar that might be worth sitting on top of. Now this is where, if I had a casting bait and forward facing sonar, I could probably pick off some of those fish. The schooled fish I'm seeing are suspended up in the water column. And those are fish I think I could catch if I was Mr. Forward facing sonar and had my little bitty jig, but I don't. They're behind us now. We kind of drifted over them. I just killed the motor. We're kind of floating. We'll see if they go back down to hit any of these baits. They were up above it. These are up off the bottom. We'll see what happens. Other thing is, we don't know. There could be gizzard shad. They looked like a mix of some bait fish, maybe some gizzard shad, and what looked like could have been some crappie or perch. A little bit bigger arches on there. Nobody's hitting it yet. See, like I said, we're barely moving. We may be doing, I'm looking at it 0.1. We're just got a little residual drift, a little bit of a light breeze moving us. Fun fishing. Like I said, sometimes I don't know if it's the harmony of that motor, the prop spinning, or if it's the fact that they're moving and they don't have time to look at the bait. But sometimes they got to be moving. Any of you guys that crappie fish over brush pile, especially at night under the lights, you know, sometimes it's got to be dead still. So, oop, there's a bunch of fish right there. We're floating on to some stuff. Looks like a better fish. There's a couple of fish around it. Just sitting there looking on the sonar behind me. Yeah, we'll see if they hit. We'll see if it hits. See if it eats. Again, I have not had, now yesterday when the fish got suspended, I had pretty good luck stopping and catching them. Today, the couple times I've killed the motor, the bite quit. So we'll see if we got to click that one. Boom, got him. Got him, got him. Got him, got him. This feels like an under. I don't know. This feels perchy. He's kind of jerky. He kind of got a little head jerk going on. No, that would be a crappie, and that would be a legal one. Boom. Boom. Oh, here's another one that's about 8.5. Torpedo release. He gone. I'm catching too many fish too quickly to be keeping borderline fish, so I'm chunking them. If I was trying to catch 4 or 5 to go catfish with, it'd be a different story. But catching too many that are close enough to let go. He swam off good too. The torpedo release is working. I just got to find the bigger ones. I got to get those 9, 10, 11, 12 inch fish. That is the one I will utilize my clicker for. I keep the clicker to keep track of what I'm keeping. Again, 20 fish limit here, 8 inches. So we'll make it 20 good ones. Boom, got him, got him, got him, got him. Marked a few. Guys, I swear I have to be trolling upstream. I made a big circle through here. Caught a few when I made the turn going downstream. And I swear I have to be heading upstream. That's another weird thing. You notice how when I get silhouetted, that seems to be when they bite. It's another one that's fairly small. I'm gonna let him go. There we go. Good job. He swam off. Somebody's gonna see me slamming them things in head first and say I need to nurse them and baby them, and no, you need to slam them into water so they go down. Otherwise, you're gonna have some dead fish laying on top of the water. Get off of there, fishy. Get off of there. Back in there. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, sorry about the silhouette. Kind of hard to get a good camera position here. I guess that's the first world problem. Fish ain't looking pretty decent in there. Get that back on the bottom. Yeah, like I was saying, trying out some new rods from Penn, and just got one rigged up with some monofilament and the other rigged up with some braiding line, and just slow trolling through here looking for these things, trying to pick them off. Some of these rigs are close to the bottom, some are up off the bottom. Kind of depends what I'm seeing here, but most of the fish look like they're locked down close to the bottom, coming up and hitting these baits up suspended off the bottom. So it all it all varies on when where you're fishing. You know, this is the way it's working on this lake right now. That could change this weekend. So I kind of play around and do what's working. A lot of times when you find these things in the wintertime around perch schools, they'll be slightly deeper than the perch. The perch may be at 20 feet, and you may find these things down at 25 feet. So you just have to kind of mess around, cover some water. It helps when you catch one every now and then, because at least then you have a little bit of confidence in what you're doing. So it's when you get out here and you drag and don't catch anything, that's when you wonder if you're sane or not. So far so good. I mean, we've got some keepers in there. I think I've kept 10. I think I've thrown back 6 or 7. So like I said, I'm just trying to keep the ones that are, 9 inches, 10 inches ideally. So, and a little bit bigger. We'll see if we get any big ones. None yet. Got him. Got him. Got him. I thought I seen that rod tip moving a little bit. It was kind of a little bit of a something. Figure if I just give it a second. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's one of our 8. Missed a bucket mouth. Heck yeah. Popping another one. Popping another one. Hey. We're picking at them. We picking. That baby baited up there. Nice. Nice. Hit the clicker. Hit the clicker. Hit the clicker. 13. I wish I'd have kept track of how many we throwed back. Boom, got him. Oh, can't tell if he's little or big, little or big. Little or big. Let's see what we got. Keeper. Oh, he's gonna be close. I may keep him. Yeah. Yeah. Bada bang. That baby hooked up. There we go. So what normally happens with crappie winter, they kind of do this everywhere. They pulled out the kind of deeper water. They'll stage up out here. They'll live their glorious winter life, deeper water. About late February, maybe March. Sometimes February you'll get a warming trend and they'll start pulling up into the mouths of the creeks, getting ready to stage up to spawn. Kind of depends on water temperature where you're at in the country. You'll start seeing stuff leaving these river channels. It just kind of depends what happens with the weather. You'll get that false run. You'll have several of those through the springtime. It'll get warm, they'll start pulling up into the creeks. You can catch them long line trolling. And then all of a sudden, it'll get cold. We'll get freezing temperature and they'll pull back out. Sometimes they come all the way to the river channel, but they don't get locked up following those river channels as much. So now you guys that fish rivers for them, I ain't got a clue. I've never fished rivers for crappie in my life, so I can't tell you anything about it. I can just tell you the reservoir stuff that I know. And by no means am I an expert, but if you're kind of the casual fisherman like me, this will at least give you some idea of what to expect. If you got a boat and a trolling motor, it's pretty easy fishing. As far as the technicalities of it, it's the little nuanced stuff is what can be tough, as with anything fishing. There are little details that can make it tougher and tougher, but bottom line is it's fun. I mean, it's just fun trying to figure it out. It's fun losing, and then because when you win, the victories are that much greater. You have a day like today where it's just great fishing. Did I click that one? I don't think I did. 14. So it's a beautiful thing about fishing, man. You can get out here and do this with forward-facing sonar and see the fish that you're catching and cast right to it. Or you can do like I'm doing on the total opposite end of the spectrum, about as low-tech as you can go. You could literally do this without a sonar unit. At least gives you an idea if you're in the ballpark, but you don't, oh, almost not missed him. You don't see me staring at the sonar to do this. So, he feels like a better fish. He went over slow, almost like a blue cat does. Boom, boom, another keeper. Be another clicker on the clicker. Another clicking on the clicker. Come off there, hook. Y'all make fun of my hooks, all y'all crappie fishermen out there. Y'all gonna be making fun of them, I know. But that's all right. That's all right. One day I'll be a real crappie fisherman and get me some real crappie hooks. But until then, y'all can make fun of me. I'm just out here catching some fish. Making me some for an old fish fry and some catfish, babe. Oh, Lord. Drop it down. Drop it down. Clicking, catching and clicking. Man, that thing is all the way on the bottom. I got to trim up my knot on there. I messed that up. That knot's got a dirty place in it, as I call it. Boom. There we go. Little dirty spot. This one ain't got hit in a minute. About to check bait on it if it ain't a fish. We'll see if he's starting to get a little. Oh, he tried to sneak in there and get that bait. That one tried to sneak in. Sometimes they'll try to get sneaky. That's a better one. That one's worth sticking a knife into. Yes, sir. That one is worth it right there, guys. Heck yeah. It's a good fish. See if I can get me a thumbnail off of that. Heck yeah, where am I at? There we go. There we go. There's my thumbnail. There we go. Oh, the joys of making YouTube videos. In the tank. Y'all get to see the silliness. The silliness. The silliness. Reels are working good. You know, I've fished with some El Cheapos out there. These are actually nice ones by a major fishing manufacturer at Penn, and some nicer rods. There is something to be said about the rods. The guides on them, they're a little bit finer. The way the handles are made, a little more niceness to them. Especially this one rod here. I think if you was going to be holding a rod all day, if you was a bass fisherman, there's Fierce 4 LE. It's probably one you're going to want. Ooh, he pulled off. I felt him come off. That's probably one you're going to want to hold. Like I said, I put my braid on this one just so I could jig that thing for perch at some point. There he goes hitting that one while I'm sitting here fiddling with this. Hopefully he gets hooked up. Because I will be using these rods perch fishing also, but they do a fine job crappie fishing. I like, the one thing I do like about the one that's 7 foot is I can get that thing out away from the boat. He stayed on. He wanted to hang around. That's a nice fish right there. He wanted to hang around and see what's going on. I got to click that last one down, or did I? I can't remember. This one's gonna go back. I'm gonna chunk this one. I'm gonna chunk him. Yeah, he's a little bit small. What I do is I torpedo these things nose first into the water. Boom. Boom, got that. Oh, missed him. But I nose first them into the water. That way, it almost shocks them into swimming off. Kind of the same thing I do with catfish. They, you just ease them into the water and try to pet them and love them and breathe air into them. You ain't gonna make them breathe, folks. I mean, these ain't trout, okay? Torpedo those things into the water and they will go down. Otherwise, any of you guys that have crappie fished, oh, I got a hook in my finger and I got a fish on that rod. Dadgum. We got craziness here, people. Craziness. I had a hook dug into the end of my finger and this rod was going off. That's crazy. Anyway, we're having a good time. But yeah, any of y'all that have crappie fished a bunch, you'll know you toss one of these undersized ones back, especially when you're plucking them out of deep water. They will a lot of times stay on the top. Here's another one that I will torpedo back. Let me get picky here. We got a few left. What have I got? 5 left. I will let this one go. He's legal. He's legal. But we're gonna torpedo him into the water. Boom, he gone. And they swim right off if you do that. I know it don't look pretty. There he is, boom. That may be a better fish, we'll see. We will see. Just realized a second ago my POV cam had died. Boom, deuces again. And that was on the pair of deuces I had a second ago. And now I got them again. Look at that. Look at that. We'll take them, guys. We'll take them. I know we got both cameras running now. Let's see where that one's at. He's gonna be, yeah, he's a good one. We're gonna release it. We'll release this one too. We'll keep fishing for a minute trying to find us a good fish. Boom, get them down. Get them down, diving down. To be honest with you, I've caught a pile of fish. It's been a good day. You don't get days like this often. At least I don't. I'm not real good at this. I was good at it. I do it all the time. But I'm not. This baby hooked up. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'll bet the bait came off this one because I let the line go out forever. There we go. That or it's laid totally over on its side, which is probably what happened. For whatever reason, they don't want to hit that. There you go, guys. A good haul of fish. Boom, boom, boom. How many we got left? 2? 2 2. Yeah, I always like to go in with a couple under just in case I skipped one. It's pretty good. Pretty good pile of them, to be honest with you. That's acting like a fish. Right. Nope, that definitely was a bite. Boom, got him. Got him. A subtle bite. But it feels like a good fish. Oh yeah, biggest fish of the day right there. Sunk. That's the one we're looking for. That's my thumbnail. That's my thumbnail right there. That right there is him. That right there. I'll have to get a good thumbnail of that one. Heck yeah. That's him. There you go. There you go, guys. That's a good day of fishing. It's a good day of catching. Check out these reels. I'll put you a link down in the description where you can check them out. They're the Penn Fierce 4 IV, and one's the LE, one's just the Fierce 4. Performed. You saw them. I like them. Again, these are make sure I tell you the right thing before I say it. These are a medium light fast action. So one's a 7-footer, the other is a 6'6". Get whichever works for you. I think you like both of them. Thanks for watching.